Hey friends, Bill here. How you doing? Good morning. Thursday morning, May the 29th. Hope you're having a good week and hope you've got some place to go out and preach this weekend. Memorial Day last weekend was a good weekend in Niagara Falls, also in Indianapolis for the Indy 500. What I forgot to do yesterday was go through an event list. What I'd like to right this second is talk about the Club World Cup. What's going on? The FIFA Club World Cup is a preliminary event to next year's FIFA World Cup, and FIFA is the body that organizes the soccer around the world, what we call soccer. In the World Cup next year in three countries, Canada, United States, Mexico, is probably the biggest event in the world. One of them this year from June 14, July 13, they have a preliminary tournament to stir up interest. There's about 12. I'm going to go through these locations where they're having games, and tell you how many games they're having. And I'm looking to see if you would preach at the home games if they're in your area or nearby. All the games, well, the tournament starts June 14, ends July 13. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta is hosting 6 games. The first one is Monday the 16th, and the last one is Saturday, July the 5th. It's only 6 games in about a month. That's easy. Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. First game Sunday the 22nd of June. Last game, got 4 games, is Monday, June the 30th. TQL Stadium in Cincinnati, 4 games. The first one Sunday, June 15th. The last one Wednesday, June 25th. Rose Bowl in Los Angeles, 6 games. The first one's June the 15th. The last one's Wednesday, June the 25th. Hard Rock Stadium, Miami, Florida. Ooh, they got a lot. Let's see, they got 8. The first game is June 14th. The last one is July 1. Go to some games. First one June 20. Last one June 26. MetLife in New York. They got a bunch, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 8. First game is June the 15th. And the final, looks like goes in the final, is July 13th. Camping World Stadium, 4 games. That's in Orlando. First is June 24, last July the 4th. Entering Coast Stadium, Orlando. Also 2 games, June 17th, June 20. Lincoln Financial Field. First is June 16. Quarterfinal game on July the 4th. Lumen Field in Seattle. 6 games. The first one June 15. The last one June 25th. That's a great spot for preaching. Audi Field, DC. 3 games. First one June 18. Last one June 26. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stadiums hosting those games. If you live near those stadiums, let's go through where they are one more time. Atlanta, Charlotte, Cincinnati, Los Angeles, Miami, Nashville, New York, New Jersey. That's right outside of New York, MetLife Stadium. 2 in Orlando, Philadelphia, Seattle, and DC. Come on, man. Got to hit it. Got to get after it. Summertime. Let's get going. Let's get going. Time to preach. Every day is a time to preach. Today's Thursday. We're going to go through the list coming up of the Friday and Saturday on our normal Friday and Saturday. That many. Today is an NHL game and a NBA game. I'm like I normally do. I'm going to say the city and the start time. This link will be below this video. NHL game is in Dallas, 8 p.m. start Eastern time. NBA game is in New York, Madison Square Garden, 8 p.m. start. 4 or 5 MLB games. Philadelphia, 6:45 start. Toronto, 7:07. Houston, 8:10. And Seattle, a 9:40 start. Concerts, music festivals. Panama City Beach today through the 1st. Gulf Coast Jam. And then also Tuckahoe, Pennsylvania today through the 1st in NEPA Bluegrass Fest. All right, Friday, more going on. NHL game in Sunrise, Florida. That's Miami, 8 p.m. start. They're in the playoffs. They're coming down to the semifinals, same with the NBA. I'm not sure who won the game last night. If Oklahoma lost, Oklahoma won, the tournament's over. If Minnesota won, then they play Friday, 8:30 p.m. in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Bunch of MLB games on Friday. Chicago 2:20 start, Philadelphia 6:45. Baltimore 7:05 start, 7:07 Toronto, 7:10 Cleveland, Flushing, Miami, Atlanta 7:15 start, Arlington 8:05 start, Kansas City, Houston 8:10 start, Phoenix, San Diego 9:40 start, and 10:10 start, Seattle and Los Angeles. UFL game 8 p.m. start in Washington D.C. at Audi Field. Music Fest starting on Friday and Saturday in Columbus, Ohio Breakaway Festival. Friday, Saturday, Orlando, Florida Forbidden Kingdom Fest. Austin, Texas, Friday, Saturday, Ill Fest. Newport Beach Jazz Fest, May 30, 31. And then tomorrow through the 1st is in Augusta, New Jersey, Michael Ramone's Crawfish Fest. Ogden, Utah, the Ogden Music Fest. And New Mexico, Aztec, New Mexico, Rise and Vibes Music Fest. And then, of course, Saturday is a big day. We'll go through that here and be done. I may just roll Monday, Sunday in there as well. Saturday, depending on who's won, let's see, we will have NBA. There's still an NHL tournament. The game will be in Edmonton, 8 p.m. start. And if the NBA Indiana versus Knicks has not been settled, the game will be on Saturday, 8 p.m. start in Indianapolis. MLB game Saturday. Chicago, 2:20. Toronto, 3:07 start. Arlington, Baltimore, Philadelphia, 4:05 start. Cleveland, Ohio, Kansas City, Flushing, New York. That's City Field. Mets, Houston, Texas. Atlanta, Georgia. Miami, Florida, 4:10 start. Seattle, LA, 7:15 start. San Diego, 9:40. There's Phoenix, 10:10. MLS game Saturday. St. Louis, 11:30 start. Nashville, 1:30. Harrison, New Jersey. Cincinnati, Ohio. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Montreal, Orlando, Florida. Toronto, 4:30 starts. Frisco, Texas. That's north of Denton. Houston, Texas, 5:30 start. Carson, California. San Diego and LA, 7:30 starts. UFL game, Detroit, Michigan, 3 o'clock start. And then concerts. I got a bunch. May 31st is Saturday at Paso Robles, California, Firestone Walker Invitational. Pasadena, Saturday, Sunday, Head in the Clouds Fest. In Napa Valley, La Honda. Denver, Colorado, Outside Fest. Washington, D.C., Project Glow. Lexington, Kentucky, Railbird Fest. Philadelphia, Roots Picnic. Let's do Sunday, mainly MLB games. If they're still playing the NHL semifinals between Carolina and Florida, the game will be in Raleigh at 8 p.m. Same with the NBA. Oklahoma City will host the game if they're going to Game 7 at Oklahoma City, 8 p.m. Sunday. MLB Sunday, Arlington, Texas, 105 start. Atlanta, Baltimore, Philadelphia, 135 start. Toronto, 137. Cleveland, Flushing, New York, Miami, 140 start. Kansas City, Houston, 210 start. Chicago, Illinois, Wrigley Field, 220. Phoenix, Seattle, Washington, 410 start. San Diego, 510 start. Dodger Stadium, 710 start. 2 MLS games, Seattle at 3. And then University of Terrell, Mexico City at 6 p.m. start. UFL games Sunday, San Antonio, noon. And Memphis, 3 o'clock. All these times are on the link below this video. If you got any questions today, we just want to go over the schedule, talk about the Club World Cup. Hope that you will get on board with this. One thing about the Club World Cup is when they have a special event, it brings out just different people. When you're in the business, so to speak, of looking for sinners to the gospel, there are some patterns at work. So one, if you have a home, professional college team, there's a lot of consistency in the fan base because of season tickets. So when you go, you meet typically the same people. What does change oftentimes is who they're playing. So if you got a team like in baseball or NHL or NBA, even in NFL, you've got, well, I mean, in all those sports in essence, but when you have a lot of teams playing like MLB, NHL, NBA, if a big famous team comes in, they're going to draw in a lot of people for that one game. So that's really unique. Now, in football, same thing happens, but that's a consistent process because they're playing fewer games, and most of the fans, most, not all, are really local teams, fans that support the local team, like in Atlanta, the Falcons or Georgia. Now, college has a little more travel, but typically speaking, you're going to find if you go to UGA game, Auburn game, most of the people there are going to be Auburn or Georgia fans. So, but the long seasons of these pro teams, when they have a special team come in, I remember Chicago would always attract a lot of people. The New York teams would attract a lot of people, stuff like that, that attract people. All right, so then you have special events like bowl games, soccer tournaments, stuff like that. A lot of people they may not care about soccer, but they say, "Hey, this is going to be kind of neat. Let's go participate." So you kind of get people out there that aren't really necessarily soccer fans or whatnot. So in other words, there are probably going to be people that if you preach to every local sporting event in your city that they aren't going to come to those events, are going to come out for the special event. The other thing about these special events is that if they happen to be a soccer fan, they're going to come to that, but they're typically there's not much crossover, soccer fans to football, stuff like that. That's what I've noticed. There's not much crossover between Formula One fans and football fans. So if you go out, that soccer match, even though it's a 1 day event, it's going to attract soccer fans in your city. So being at all those events pays off in you reaching new people with the gospel. That's the bottom line. Being at all those events helps you reach new people with the gospel. Also shows the people who run the events because there's a lot of consistency people who run the events because there's each of these venues has management and staff plus the police. They're going to see you as well, and that reinforces the message. That just expands the reach of your ministry if you go to these events. So there's no reason not to go. There's only an upside to go. The concerts in your area that roll in likewise for a day or two, same dynamic. I remember in Atlanta, we'd go to High Five Buys, which is kind of a just they used to roll in the previously popular hard rocker or alternate rock concerts. So you definitely reach different people down there. Those kind of venues aren't that busy, but still you want to go down there. So there's really no reason to not go to an event. What I was thinking about, unless it's just dead. I think if you got a big venue and there's 5,000 less people, and you can reconsider that. But typically speaking, if you're in a venue holding an event and there's 5,000 or more people, you definitely want to be there. So that's my pitch, man. Reaching sinners with the gospel. Get out there and do it. Big weekend with all these games, plus NBA, NHL finals. That'll be big. We'll see what goes on with that. Club Corp, let me know. Text me, send me a message here, 423 724 7500 if you can make it. 423 724 7500. Thanks.